This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. We're here today at the PGA West Stadium course located in La Quinta, California. Frank, why is this golf course such a challenge?
There's really no bailout, Rich. Miss it left, there's trouble. Miss it right, there's trouble. If you don't get the distance right, you're going to find trouble. So it really is a point-to-point golf course.
Here we are at the first tee, ready to kick off the round. Frank?
Good tee shot straight out of the gate. You're going to need it on a hole that's close to 450 yards. Doesn't really matter if you cut it or draw it. Just be wary of that bunker that sits on the right side.
Excellent looking shot here.
Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there. This is a 150-yard shot, the second. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Getting set to play the second shot here at the first hole. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. What a nice shot. Right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way. Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Even par early on. These putts keep the round together. So into red figures at 1 under. Second hole's just 371 yards. Frank, are players licking their chops thinking they need to make a 3 here?
Yeah, if you can just accept the fact that you're going to have a longer second shot than you'd think for a hole of 370 yards, then that's the first way to overcome this. Just put yourself a short iron in your hand. Do the attacking with the second shot.
TPC Stadium course has played host to the Skins Game, PGA Club Professional Championship, the Liberty Mutual Legends of Golf on the Champions Tour. I always enjoyed that. And along with the Jack Nicklaus Tournament course right next door, the finals of the PGA Tour qualifying school for a number of years. Beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. Now getting ready for the approach shot here at hole number 2. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
80 yards to the flagstick, Frank. Strong winds continue to be a factor. Frank, I know you've played all over the world. How much did you enjoy the challenge of playing into a stiff breeze?
Well, it was a chance to separate yourself from the rest of the field, Rich. Just like these conditions we're seeing right now. You've really got to be smart, pick the right shot. If you get too aggressive on a day like today, you'll pay a far more severe price than normal.
Club selection obviously is crucial.
Oh, it's imperative today.
Take an extra club or two, choke down.
Very much so. Could have been a lot worse. That it didn't finish up too bad.
No, just on the fringe, so he'll still have an opportunity to knock this one in. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Wow, what a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
Locked in on the read and the speed. And so just getting started, even par so far. Now to the third hole, a par 4, 471 yards. Frank, break this hole down for us.
Well, the trouble appears down that left side with the series of bunkers, but you've got to take into account the trees that are well positioned down the right side. Plus, as you can see, this fairway is not exactly flat.
Good contact, good result. Frank, what's the best way to get at this hole location here at number 3?
If there's a desired shot pattern, it's a little draw off the tee and a little draw in. And the reason why, if you look at the shape of that green, it's on a 45-degree angle to the left, so it really does suit a shot coming in from the right.
That's well played. Places it about 10 feet out for birdie. Second shot here at the third. Bunkers guarding the front left of this green. Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. In red figures at 1 under par.
So a tester from 4 feet.
One under on the day.
Frank, we're not at the beach. We're in the California desert, but I'm staring at plenty of sand right here.
Yeah, looks can be deceiving here. This is where somehow you do have to focus on exactly where they put the flag, and that's on the green stuff. Green is 36 paces deep. If you can just focus on that and don't let Pete Dye's sort of weirdness with all that snaking bunkers left and right, then just try and approach it as a straightforward par 3. I know it's easy to say, hard to do.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Not too unhappy with that, Frank, at 17 feet.
No, from that distance, it's more than good.
From 200 yards away. Frank, why are great rivalries so important? Why do we love them?
I think because people like to sit on one side of the fence. You're either for or against a great player. And I think we see that today with Tiger Woods and Rory Mcleroy. There's the Mcleroy fans that think his future is so bright. There's the Woods fans that still want him to pass Jack Nicklaus's record. That's the beauty. You've got to have an opinion, and you have to have a player.
Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round.
Just when you think you're going to make birdie, now have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Stays at 1 under with that par. This for par. And he makes it for par. Well, here we are at the first par 5 of the day. The fifth, 535 yards. Frank, break it down.
It's called double trouble. Reason why, there's the lake on the tee shot on the left side, and then he's reversed it up there on the second shot. He put the lake on the right.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. Frank, there's a real art to putting a good score on the board, isn't there?
Yeah, that's why stroke play is so tough, Rich. You're trying to minimize everything on a golf course, turn a 6 into a 5 or a 4 into a 3. It's like even off the edge of a green, trying to get up and down in 2 rather than 3. And you've got to do it for 18 straight holes. If it's a 72-hole tournament, then you've got to do it for 4 straight days. And that's why that's always been the best predictor of our best players, the ones that can go 4 days and make the least number of mistakes.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot.
That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Frank, anything you do differently from the rough in terms of your swing? Do you hinge the club a little bit more quickly?
No, normally put the ball just a little bit further back in your stance because you want the club to be going down. Down, it's got to go down through the grass, through the ball.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
He'd settle for par here. 8-foot putt here. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
So they'll tap in. Did the job right there. Not what he had in mind when he stepped to the tee, but it would be just one drop shot. This for bogey. So with that, the score is now at even par. Well, the architect Pete Dye is known for visual intimidation. We see it at TPC Sawgrass at the Players every year. And you see it right here, Frank, at this 255-yard par 3-6 with water everywhere you look.
Yeah, you could make an argument here that it suits a little bit of a cut, like a Lee Trevino-style fade that starts at the left and moves its way to the green, but then that's also moving back towards the water. Conversely, if you try and fly it over that water on the right side with a little bit of a draw, then the green starts to run out on the left side. Have I made it sound hard?
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Birdie try up next. Frank, high-level players are never terribly disappointed to play from the fringe, and that's where this ball has ended up.
Yeah, it could have been better, it could have been worse, but in the end, you just nothing much you can do about it now. A couple of choices coming up.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right.
Well, Frank, this is something we've seen more and more of in recent years, players just on the fringe.
Yeah, it's good to see. It shows he's thinking. You don't just have to grab the lob wedge, and that's it. Hybrid putt, you name it, whatever works.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Solid par to remain 1 under. We're at the 7th now, 346 yards with plenty of water on that right side. How do you handle this one, Frank?
You've got to pick a target there. A lot of people think when they're laying up off the tee, and that's exactly what this hole is. You just blaze away at something down the left side. But if you're going to pick a tree, don't just pick the tree. Pick a branch or a leaf. Be more specific. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, this is obviously a green light situation.
It is, because of the tee shot. A smart layup here gives you the chance to go straight at this flag. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
So into red figures at 1 under.
Just a couple of feet.
Now at -2 for the day.
Now we're at the 8th hole here at PGA West in La Quinta, California. 559-yard par 5. Frank, what are the options here?
A good tee shot, you can certainly reach this par 5 and 2. There's a crosswalk that comes across in that vicinity of 330 yards. That's sort of the green light area if you can get it down there. Anything short of that, it becomes very much a three-shotter. But if you can get it close to that crosswalk that goes there, then certainly this becomes opportunity knocks.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon. Second shot.
Uh-oh, this one's going left, Frank. And into the thicker stuff.
Let's see if he can bludgeon this one out.
Okay, the second shot now at this par 5.
He'll need to be strong with this. That shot right there from that lie in the rough to knock it that close, that's good.
Now the approach shot here on this par 5/8.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. And with that putt, he moves to 3 under.
So a tester from 4 feet.
Now the train's starting to roll. Birdie to get to 2 under.
Frank, the 9th hole at 452 yards. That water down the right is really a test of a player's driving ability, isn't it?
It is, and his ability to sort of take the shot on. Ideally, just something with a little bit of a fade, unless you can carry the ball 300 yards, then you can get it just past that bunker. But when you look at this hole, notice how that fairway just starts to open up. So Pete Dye will reward an aggressive tee shot, but also he'll punish it if it's wayward. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is. Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Should be safely on deck.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, that's a formality now.
This won't hurt him, Frank.
Just a little left of the flag. That's fine.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Just in the first cut of rough, not a bad lie. The only issue is he might get a jumper here. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, you can see the golfer is just boiling right now after that miss and a drop shot here at the 9th. This will be a birdie if it drops. Wow, I thought he made that.
Can't birdie them all, Rich.
So a drop shot. That's 2 under par, playing well. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, just a beautiful day out there today, but there are some challenges.
Yeah, those tricky winds up there, you've really got to focus on exactly how strong it is and what direction, because it's very easy to make the mistake of hitting the wrong club out here. You make a mistake with the wrong club choice, even a good swing is not going to get rewarded.
Ready to go now on the approach shot here at this par 4 10th.
Good-looking shot right here. Pure strike. Good result.
And that is close.
Now the second shot here at 10.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. And with that, he'll go to 3 under. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. -3 now for the round.
Now at the long par 5 11th. They call it eternity with good reason. It is 617 yards. Frank, what's the game plan here?
Hit it as long as you can, hopefully only a couple of times, and you can get fairly close to this green. A little pitch up there, but even if you go for this green or try and get close, that's when you start to notice the water that comes in on the left side. So you can't just bash away. Might only be a couple of bunkers in play off the tee, but they have to be avoided.
Really good play off the tee, at least 300 yards and in the fairway.
Oh, that's fine.
Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special. This is going to be a tough day on the links. I mean, even the seagulls are walking to work. Tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Second shot coming up here at the par 5.
Frank, what's involved here in the third shot now at the par 5 11th?
Just really setting up a good angle for that third shot. This is when you lay up, it always pays just to check where the flag is. You want to sort of have a nice, comfortable look or angle to the flag. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That will be a great look at birdie. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. And getting ready for the putt. You have to like that. 4 under. Just a little tap in here. That puts them at 4 under for the round.
Frank, Pete Dye always gets a player thinking what might be going through a player's mind right here.
You're going to play it as a layup. You know, that's a given. It's just what distance you want. And for every distance you're going to hit it off the tee, Pete Dye gives you a different challenge. If you lay it all the way back, obviously you've got the widest fairway. Then you've got the longer second shot. Get a little closer, it starts to shrink up, shrink up, shrink up. So it's how much do you want to bite off?
Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. Will settle.
Good contact, good result. Club has been pulled, ready for the second shot now at the par 4 12th.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. He'll need to be strong with this. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Did the job right there. You see the blend of holes here from the long par 5 to the short par 4, now to the 214-yard par 3 13th.
Hazard.
Maybe wet. Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Setting up for a 210-yard shot here to the par 3. Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's doomed.
You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break. How did that not go in?
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
Just a couple of feet. Good roll. Solid. That's a par. Clean this up with a tap. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, Frank, kind of a make-or-break hole here at the 14th, par 4, 389 yards.
Yeah, for the Cavalier player, you can sort of go at this green in a more direct line. 290 yards will take all this bunker down the right out of play. Just leave you a flick in here. I'm going to say that's not a bad play, really. If you don't do that, then you just got to thread it down the left. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards.
Frank, what's the key here? Second shot at 14.
Green sits up a little bit, well protected by those bunkers there. A nice high, soft landing shot.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
All right, partner, walk us through this approach shot here at the 14th.
You have to respect the back of the screen as it starts to narrow up. The widest part of the screen is the front. The advantage of that, though, if you do leave it a little bit shorter, you are putting uphill. Snack though.
Bang! Has it.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Starting to put something special together. 6 under par. Frank, if a player needs to make a big move at the close of the round, how could they get at this whole location and make a birdie? They call this turning home.
I think that's where you have to be a little more aggressive off the tee shot. A drive of 280 yards can certainly take those 2 bunkers down the left out of play. There is one in the distance down there, 350 yards, so even the longest hitters can still hit driver down there. You imagine pumping one down there, sort of 340 yards. Now you turn a long hole into a drive and a wedge. That's how you get aggressive. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there.
There's something about a well-hit shot.
Frank, the 15th is called turning home. Time now to turn on the jets, and a good chance.
Yeah, after a good drive, once again, height's going to be rewarded here with the second shot. See the way that green is protected by the bunkers. So if you can come in here really high, get that to land soft, there's a lot of flags on this green that you can go at.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Score that a birdie.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
How about 5 under par for the day? Now the par 5 16, dog leg, and it's at 600 yards, so a little bit of an advantage to the big bomber, Frank.
Yeah, they can almost take a big chunk out of this hole by going down the left side. If you can take that bunker out of play, then that's a big hit to get past that. Then all of a sudden, shortest point between two places is a straight line. You've really reduced this hole into something closer to 570 yards.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Well, this one is offline just a bit. Look out. That one is going to end up in the rough. Well, he pays the price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You'll need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up. Second shot.
Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
I'm reminded of what an old caddy used to say about the great Lanny Watkins when he was on fire. You can't hide the flagstick from that man. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Settles in over the putt.
This can be a cruel game at times. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
Six under par now. This for par. So stays at 6 under with that solid par putt.
Now to the signature par 3. It only plays 168 yards from the tips, but the tee sits up high and the wind can blow, and a lot can happen here. This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Frank, they threw him a life vest. He's back on dry land.
And I hope this time he swings, he doesn't have the water wings on.
Third shot now, after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for.
Seems to like it.
Headed for the fat part of the green.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Really has it going at 5 under. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
And he has it for birdie. Well, here we are at 18. It's par 4, only 439 yards, but again, we've said it all day long. Water to deal with.
It's a great driving hole here, Rich. You don't necessarily have to hit driver. There's three groups of bunkers that are really in play off the tee shot. It's the one in the middle. It's around 290 yards. That's the one you really have to focus on. For stronger players, there's nothing wrong with hitting 3-wood off the tee there. You're still only going to have a shot of 150, 160 yards. Whichever way you look at it, it's something that you think you can find the fairway with. Oh, I like that.
Frank, one last critical approach shot here at 18.
Well, if we see someone left of this flag that's not in the water, they've pulled their second shot.
Frank, what's so compelling about rivalries in sports is that athletes need each other if they're going to go to great heights. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to solidify his legend. Jack Nicklaus probably needed Arnold Palmer to go to a place that he had not been. And I think that's true across the board as we look at rivalries in sports.
I think it defines careers, Rich. It's not until those players retire that they realised how important it was to have that foe. You know, so often we're living in the present like we are now with Tiger Woods and Rory Mcleroy. And it's not for years to come that we'll realise the sport wouldn't have been the same with one without the other.
So, drop the shot after ending up in the water on that recent miscue. After hitting it in the drink, this is the fourth shot.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine. The scorecard is quickly adding up. Should be safely on deck.
And getting ready for the putt. Frank, there's an old basketball announcer who used to say when a ball went in and out of the cylinder, just the way that one did, he would say, ringtail howitzer. And that one just didn't go in. Moves to -8. Nudge this one home, finish it up. -3 now for the round. Frank, just some great golf here today.
Yeah, that's a round to remember. Not often you play that well and you feel like you